Yeah, we on. Let that beat build.
Party people.
What they do. I am Josh Jones, ESQ, the dope black lawyer, and we are alive right now. Ali LaFlare, Joe P. Let us know where you at. Joe P look like he's still Halloween, like he's still at a Halloween party that's still popping. Like, what you got going on, bro?
It's up.
For those of y'all that don't know, I am a professional actor. So today I am working today. I am shooting some footage for ExxonMobil for some internal video for their company. So that's all I can say.
Yes. And if you're at
I'm out here at one of the biggest plants in the United States in Baytown, Texas. So.
Very cool. Ali.
Baytown. What's happening?
It's sunny where both of y'all at. I want to talk about the weather because I know somebody right now. Let us know where you watching from. I know somebody watching from Chicago, Wisconsin. Somewhere
baby.
You can't step outside in no t-shirt.
It's gorgeous right here, man. What can I say?
So we got Baytown, Texas. I'm assuming that's close to Houston.
Dang, Malik, your shit look like a backdrop. A little boom backdrop.
Hey, that's a green screen.
Like a green screen, like you sitting in front of it.
I do. It look real first take-ish.
Yeah. So, hold on. You in LA or you in Carson though? Where you at?
Me? I'm never in Carson. I don't go there. That's where they have the plants, where Joe's working at, that they do, safety plant. It's wicked out there. I don't mess with Carson.
Hey, Joe, they paid you. They ain't paid the show, bro.
Come on, man. Keep it a bando.
But let's get to it. So every week I'm Josh Jones ESQ. I'm live from the 305 Miami-Dade County. And this is the number one place to get information about law, hip hop, and how it affects the culture. I bring on my boys because I got the law, they got the hip hop and the entertainment, and they're gonna keep us covered on all fronts. So we hope to be able to entertain you, educate you, and cover the stories that really affect you and the people who you care about. So we're not gonna hold you too long. We want to try to make sure that we can hold this to an hour or less. So we're gonna jump straight in. Speaking of Halloween, we're gonna talk about somebody we talk about all the time, guys. So y'all know about this story right here?
Yeah, man.
So
love.
So the boy Diddy, or Love, or whatever you want to call him, last year he was Joker, and he claims that he got sent a cease and desist trademark infringement because his costume was too good. So he can't. So they told him he can never be the Joker again in life.
No, right? That's crazy because everybody was a Joker this year.
But I like him.
But I mean, of course, he shot a whole movie to go with it. You can't do that.
That's the cease and desist.
So exactly. You one step ahead of me, and because they told him he couldn't be the Joker, this is what Brother Love came back with.
Yo, he's wild, full throttle, like on a soundstage, bro. That's a beautiful soundstage here in LA that a lot of people use videos.
Know where it is.
Yeah, man.
That spot.
Yeah, and he rented the whole soundstage out just to film this.
Yeah, we usually just use a little room in there. He got the whole joint.
Right.
Of empty suits telling us that we don't deserve more.
Then he did the voice.
Crazy.
What am I to do, big?
I don't know who car I'm getting in.
You go hard. Without you definitely gotta go hard. When you fall hard, that pain gonna make you grow. The world needs you, they need you. It's time, come on.
Then he went under the bridge. This is crazy. He wild, man.
What happened when you got too much money?
Yeah, I mean,
Fine.
And 2 Oscars.
What the fuck is going on? It was the flickering of lights in my office. Where are the security guards? Get them in here now. At my fucking desk, okay? Oh, what the fuck? Whoa. Okay. Hold on.
In the strike.
No, I can't do it.
No negotiations.
Is that what you want?
Shut the fuck up.
Motherfucker.
Say it, son.
strike is over. The strike is over. All right, the strike is over. Okay, I said it.
So this is a whole different Batman. But man,
bro,
what y'all think, man? If he can't be the Joker, it's a wrap for the whole franchise, bro. Right?
If you think that you got a cease and desist last year, Chief, you getting dead ass sued. It's over with. Number one, bro, you broke into the SAG office and then you made them make a deal. You broke into a big Holly and in the film. So number one, you showed the Oscars. Yo, that's wild. This dude right here, he's definitely Joe. Tell him he's going to court.
No, I think he's already in court. Probably.
He made you stutter.
He just ain't told us yet.
Oh man.
Yo,
they got a speedy trial coming for him, brother.
Bro, crazy. Expediently, white America is mad.
Yeah, bro. So no matter how serious you think you take Halloween, the moral of the story is
if you ain't Brother Love.
If Diddy showed to your Halloween,
take it more serious than a billionaire.
Hey, but not only that, if he showed to your Halloween party, if you was about to win $1,000, it's a wrap.
Yo, you can't come in, bro. You can't come in until after the prize is given out.
Straight up.
I'm holding the line, bro.
So staying out in LA, man. The homie Tory Lanez, man.
Hey, it's lit, man. This is a beautiful city, man. We be wilding out here. It's gorgeous. Look at this weather. What else are we supposed to do?
So yeah, man, we're not gonna stay here too long. I just wanted to let the people know.
We can't.
We already covered it. So
it ain't too much to do.
He had a motion for bail that got denied, so he's gonna have to still keep sitting there. He's not gonna be able to get his You're not gonna be able to get his hair fried, dyed, laid to the side.
Hey, man.
Dog. You in there,
like,
bro?
Frankly, he looked like Frankie Lyman in that jump, man. Look, number one, what's crazy is that he's, if I'm not mistaken, Josh, tell me if I'm wrong. Did he submit a motion to be let out of prison? Did his people just say, "Yo, Judge, can you let me out when my trial's going on again? I just want to be let out while we revisit this."
So that's the thing. Right now, he doesn't even have a trial. They're appealing. So while he's appealing, he's looking to get
right,
which is wild. So yeah, so he's gonna have to keep sitting there. If that's the legal team's strategy, he's in big trouble. He might need a dope black lawyer, right?
Yo, so tell me. So I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. Can I get out while we figure out if I can get another trial? Is that basically what he said? Judge, can you let me out? I ain't supposed to be here.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Hey, why y'all deciding if I should even get another trial?
Yo, can you let me out? I think y'all fucked up. Let me out.
I got something I got to go do right quick. I'll be right back.
Hey, who turned him in the tray? And hey, let me out, Joe.
Yeah, it's too late for that. So we're gonna try to do this like a speed round though. So let's keep it moving. So just doing all our law and hip hop trial updates right now. YNW Melly also is facing a retrial. Remember there was a hung jury in his first trial. So the judge actually removed the prosecutor who tried the last case for misconduct. His team tried to get the whole office kicked off the case, saying that the whole office was involved with the misconduct. The judge didn't agree, so they just assigned it to a new prosecutor. They're going to be picking a new jury, and they're going to be starting a new trial with the new charges. So for witness tampering, so his team's trying to make sure that some of the witness tampering information doesn't come in, because if you're tampering,
you're fried.
That kind of makes it seem like you must have done something for you to need to tamper with witnesses.
Yeah.
So that's what they're doing. We'll keep you posted there, and we're gonna go to the next one's back in LA, PNB Rock, man. So if you
rest in peace,
RIP. If you're not familiar, last year at a Roscoe's in LA, he got robbed and killed. A lot of people thought that his girlfriend tipped him off with an IG post, but new information has come out, and there's been another person charged with murder. So already there was a family crime. They thought it was the father, the son for the murder, and then the mom for accessory after the fact. So all three of them have already been charged.
That's wicked.
But then it just came out that going back to May, there's been another person charged with murder and another person charged with accessory after the fact for trying to drive the pops to Vegas. and she's admitted that she did that, but she's claiming that she was only trying to help a friend who feared that he was going to be killed by the cops. So now they're all going to be tried. They're going to try to bring the cases together. Everybody's saying they're not guilty, and we're going to stay, in tune with that. PNB's girlfriend, she's been depressed. She's been taking it really hard. So hopefully now that it comes out that actually the new murder defendant already knew they were there and had been communicating with the people on site. So obviously they're all saying they're not guilty. Their attorneys have arguments for how they don't even know each other or didn't communicate with each other at the time. So prosecution always has the burden. They got to show that each person was guilty of whatever it is that they were charged with. So I mean, there's other charges too. There's robbery, there's conspiracy, there's other things. But if you get the murder, all those charges are
right.
Small fish. So they're charged with the murder. So we're gonna try to keep it moving, man. So the jury that just kept picking, man. So
hey, young Thugger,
man. So after all this time,
man,
they've got a jury as of yesterday. The trial is gonna start on November 27th. So type yes in the chat if you know about the Thug trial, with everything that's going on, how they started out with 20-something defendants. So now they've got 12 jurors, 6 alternates. The trial is expected to last for months. 8 of the defendants have already taken plea deals, including Gunna, who everybody thought snitched. But as we talked about before, Thug's pops even says that Gunna didn't snitch. Now he's got one of the hottest albums in the country still. Music's still on fire. And then other people have pled out. We had one guy who they basically dropped the charges because he's already been convicted in the last year of like 2 or 3 other murders. So he's already got multiple life sentences. That was the one that was making faces and everything at the the joint. You remember that? Yeah. So now it's Thug.
Nothing to lose.
Yeah. So now it's Thug and about 10 or 12 defendants who are still facing these RICO conspiracy and racketeering charges. It's been all types of stuff. Thug's sister died. He had health issues.
Thug's
been contraband in the court. At one point, somebody tried to sneak Thug some perks or something. Another one of the defendants, all types of stuff. So finally, after 10 months, they've got a jury, and the trial's probably going to last for 10 months. I mean, it could go on for a long time, but once it starts, we're going to be covering it faithfully. This is one of the biggest trials in hip hop in a while, based on Thug is a big power player.
This is one of the biggest trials in hip hop history, man. I can't recall the last time that we've had anybody in hip hop with a RICO like this.
It's been some others, but he's the biggest one lately to have something like that. There's another guy from New York, I forgot his name. He got 15 on a RICO. We talked about it, gang related RICO. So
I'm just saying hip hop, real hip hop related as an artist, like that is a major artist that has gotten slapped with one of these.
Yeah. So
really unprecedented.
So where we at next? After Thug, let us know how you think that Thug trial is going to go too. You think he's going to be guilty or not guilty? Based on what you know about it so far. Drop it in the comments. Let us know what you're thinking. Man,
here you go, your mans. We can't get away from Brother Love.
We can't get away from you, dogs. What's going on with him now? So obviously we've been talking about the Tupac situation. We know Keefy D talked too much. And we got some more stuff, man. So we know 50 want Diddy to go to prison because he get him front hugs. What do you say to him?
He said, "You can't hug me from the front and from the back.
Not at the same time. Not at the same time.
That's crazy.
You can't hug me from the back. Period.
Period. Number one.
Full stop.
But that's crazy, yo.
So
crazy. Real.
So yeah, man. So one of Diddy's old bodyguards has actually been giving interviews talking about what he thinks and whether or not he'll testify. So Gene Deal, if you don't know, is the bodyguard. He was around at that time when all this stuff was kind of going on.
Now is people coming for him? Yeah.
So they just do the interviews like Art of Dialogue and all that stuff. So he's just one of the guys that they talk to a lot. And we'll see. We'll break this down a little bit. So we'll slow this one down a little bit. So let me know
if people talking. We gonna see.
Yeah. So all right. Let me get myself together.
Hov told you the streets was watching, Diddy. You didn't listen.
All right.
So you feel like they're going after Puffy? If they do, they'll need proof that Keefe D and Puffy had a relationship, and you pretty much the main eyewitness that can confirm that they were friends. So
stop it, man. No, you said
whoa, whoa! Don't say that, dog. You're the only ones. No,
Stop
actually,
it, man. Stop it, man. Look, right
straight out the gate. Straight out the gate.
Stop it, man.
Yo.
We ain't about to do all that.
All right. So anyway,
the mouthful right there, bruh. Eyewitness, they did have a relationship. Keefe D, I've seen them on a number of times. They were gambling together, they were drinking together, they had fun, they was hanging out in hotels. Yes, they did have a relationship. That's no ifs, and buts about it. So now, as far as me having any information whether he commissioned Keefe D to do a murder, nah, bruh. That's not that ain't me. I can say, yo, they can ask me, did I see Keefe D? Yes, I did. Was he around? Yes, he was. In what capacity was he around? Gambling, having fun, drinking, and talking. Did he ever did security? It made us seem like we had Crips with us doing security. It made it seem like it.
Mm-hmm.
So he said
it's about right.
Yeah, he said he can't say did he commission nothing. He said I know Keefe D was around. The man was there. He had a relationship with Puff in the hotel, and they used
that
to
sounds
have fun.
crazy. That sounds crazy right there. You gotta walk that back. You gotta walk that back a little bit.
He said that. No. That's what he said.
I know.
He said.
I mean, but you know what? Knowing Diddy, Keefe, wow, y'all had a relationship in the hotel, huh?
Well, you know what I'm saying. Now that we
love it.
know that,
all right, keep going.
So with the from the back hugs, it makes you kind of have to pause a little bit. But if that's what they on, that's cool.
That's
I don't
what they
care.
on.
I really don't
it's
care.
The Dwight Howard time. I dig it.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Call you. You don't have no problem testifying.
You're being leading, as the lawyer would say.
So leading the witness is what he's making a joke about. So you can't suggest what the witness is going to testify to in a trial, unless it's a witness who has a reason to be confrontational, hostile. You're on cross-examination, etc. So that's why he's making that joke. I believe that Gene is a former police officer, so he probably has testified before. You know what I'm saying? He knows what's going on. So
your questions was leading right there. If they want me to testify, I'm going to testify and tell them what I know.
Oops.
What I seen.
Oops.
The times I seen him. Like they say, he was at Soul Train with us. He was never at Soul Train with us.
Shots fired.
So you got to testify to what you know. If you testify to anything else, then that's called perjury. You can't lie. You can't, make stuff up.
Kim.
So he was not at Soul Train with them.
Nope.
Not one time. But so I'm not gonna lie for nobody. Bro, you got to realize, Vegas is feel right there. They got circumstantial evidence.
So now he's about to break down the case for you from a I guess a former law enforcement security guard and somebody who was around at the time.
Right, it's perspective.
And then we'll talk about it.
They have no physical evidence. Where's the gun? Where's the car? You understand? Where's the eyewitness? Murder is one of the hardest things to prove, bro. No, it's hard to prove. And with no evidence, 27 years later, everybody's sitting up here saying, he said it on tape. He said he was going around bragging. He was going around saying this. Bro.
They said it is also hearsay, so you can't testify things that you actually don't know or didn't experience or participate in. So, I mean, so far I don't disagree with him. 27-year-old case, it's not what you want to have as a prosecutor. Evidence is very scant. I don't know what I don't know, but we don't know what they have. They might have got something recently. They had a raid at Keefe D's house, and supposedly he had
Man, they must
artifacts.
got
And,
something.
so we're gonna see what they got. But if they don't have anything, then so
that
far,
information
I
out
agree.
first. Who put the information out first? The police. The police put that out. Oh, so they gonna break the proffer agreement. Everybody, all the guys right now, who the DEA, the FBI, so they don't have no evidence. They don't have no physical evidence. And then if Keefe D go in there, he was like, "Yo, they put that out," So I just rolled with what they were saying. I was lying. I want to sell books. I want to do shows. How many times Keefe D was on your show? He was on your show because he was supposedly been in the car that the guys that murdered Tupac. That's the only reason he was on the show. They got one eyewitness. He may not testify, but he made a statement on national television, TMZ. Suge Knight, free Keefe D. He wasn't even in the car. Right? Didn't he say that?
Right.
Wow.
If the prosecutor them come up with something, if they follow the letter of the law, Keefe D would be home. If they have something that we have not heard of nor saw that can incriminate him more and incriminate Puff more, then we're gonna have two people going to jail.
So now I gave you both sides of it. So yeah, I mean, I guess I agree with that. They have evidence, then yeah, you might have more than one person go to prison. But man,
Yo, Jada Pinkett ain't getting no sleep.
yo, but my thing with this though is, man, like, we shouldn't even be here right now. Like, everybody be mad at Keefe D. Like, dogs, we don't talk about murder. We don't talk about Bruno. We don't talk about murder.
We don't talk about Bruno. We don't talk about murder. True story.
Period.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Come on, man. The kids know. Like, bruh.
Yeah.
I
don't even remember what Bruno did, but Bruno exiled himself because he did something.
You know what? Because by the way, you know what? I'm up out of here, B. This ain't how I rock. I'm done with all that. I'm just cool. I'm Gucci. So you know what? By the way, you've been doing this the whole time. First off, I think we've had this discussion before on the show where in Los Angeles and certain cities throughout the U.S., you know what I'm saying, namely Chicago, for sure, Chicago, New York, you have gangsters that you rock with, along with your law enforcement, for protection. And it's very, very prevalent in LA and Chicago mainly, because them is like the biggest gang cities. So it's just like, you come here and you have a law enforcement agent, and you might have somebody that's a personal security guard, that's a blood and or a Crip with you. You might have one of each, just so you make sure you're safe on both sides of the fence. And have law enforcement. You cover all the bases. So, especially during that time, keep it a bando, man. The Crips just had numbers. They huge in the 90s. So you gonna come out here and you're gonna have your law enforcement, your protection, along with a couple to keep you safe from the gang element as well. And then if it really goes down, you got a person that's, able to engage, without like legally. So the point is to de-escalate these situations. That's why that's even done from the gate. Nobody wants to kill nobody, which is why we have, the gang element around. So I can have a blood with me, and then I have another person. At some point, I've been on tour with literally both bodyguard. One was a blood, one was a Crip, and then one was a sheriff. So it's just
at the crib, none of them don't rock with each other.
And at the crib, ain't nobody getting paid for just, being themselves and being there. So, on the road, that's how this go. Chicago, same thing. Miami, people tap in. Detroit, you tap in. And then it's just like you have certain people that come and they rock with you and they keep you protected, they keep you safe, they keep your jewelry from getting snatched, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So
well, it sounds like Diddy's
being a headline.
It sounds like Diddy got at least one thing against him, that Gene is gonna testify that we know Keefe, if nothing else. So
the thing is,
so the Shaggy is not gonna work.
I mean, the thing is this: oxygen is in the sky. It's also all around us. So these are elements that we know.
Yeah. So
what else is new?
We'll keep following it. Let's talk about this next story. Mississippi just passed some new laws, man. So they had some laws going back to 1890, voting laws that basically kept black, it was some sort of like voter suppression. So basically in Mississippi, not only did you have to have the majority vote, but you also had to win the majority of the districts. But the problem was most of the districts are like small little racist,
little country places, right?
Country towns, you know what I'm saying? So
population.
if you're black, it'll make it really hard for you to get both. So they found that to be unconstitutional. They've changed that law. And Democrats are hoping to benefit from that. Elvis Presley's relative, strangely, is running for governor. So he's looking to get the vote out.
That doesn't strike me as strange at all. And actually, both.
Strategically, it makes sense. So we'll see. They've got some other laws as well. They got rid of a lifetime voting ban on people who are convicted of committing certain felonies.
Really?
Yeah. So the purpose of the law, actually, when they first made it, was to disenfranchise black voters. So that was already acknowledged. Sure. So now they're arguing that it still was being used for that purpose and it's been eliminated. So
gotta love Mississippi, man.
Gotta love progression, right?
Gotta love to sit.
And
gotta love to sit.
And speaking of, if you haven't seen that Jamie Foxx movie about Willie Gary, the
fire film. Yeah, the burial.
Check that out.
Fire film.
So this is what we're here to talk about today. You know about this already?
Uncle Shannon? Uncle Shay, nah, man. What's happening with him and Brett Favre?
Oh man, so maybe we'll talk about it and it'll kind of refresh your memory. So Brett Favre was accused of welfare fraud in the state of Mississippi.
Yo, what?
Yeah. So you didn't know that?
Nah, dogs. They cover up white folk crimes real good because I have no idea. I guess if Shannon Sharpe does anything, it's gonna be on headlines on Sports Center tonight.
Yeah. So they talked about it quite a bit here and there, but not like with the intent of really vilifying him. So So
Uncle Shay came for him because he's from the SIP, so he ain't playing.
No, he's from Georgia, I think.
He's from South Georgia.
He's from Georgia, South Carolina. Yeah, he's from one of them.
No, he was in Savannah State. Yeah,
but he's not from there. He's just talking about it, and he wasn't the only one. So all right. The state of Mississippi filed a lawsuit. All right, to try to get their bread back. It was a big conspiracy. So the guy on the screen is John Davis, the first named defendant.
Hey man, this nigga middle name is Lorenzo. Brett is a nigga. I ain't gonna hold you. So Brett Lorenzo Favre sound like somebody that I knew at Clark.
Yeah. So as you see here, Brett Favre is one of the defendants, and basically,
this clip to the right, that picture is epic.
So this is basically what it is. The guy, John Davis, was the executive director for the Mississippi Department of Health Services, and he created a culture of secrecy and fear within the agency to cover his illegal and fraudulent misuse of public funds that were entrusted to his authority. Is how they describe it. And also a part of it, besides Brett Favre, were Ted DiBiase, the $1 million man.
$1 million man.
He didn't lie. Everybody's got a price, apparently.
You told me that when I was a kid.
You know what I'm saying? But not just him. Teddy Jr., his other son, Brett.
Young TJR.
Yeah, plus a couple of other.
His son, Brett.
Oh,
you was playing.
He got a son, Brett DiBiase.
Oh, my God. I thought you was talking about Brett.
No.
I was like, yo, that's wild.
And then two other football players, Marcus Dupree, who there was a 30 for 30.
Oh, now Marcus Dupree.
Yeah, so
So
everybody was talking about it, Leak. So it's not like it was just Shannon.
Yo, that's crazy.
Brett Favre, in all his caucasity, decided
his caucasity.
he was gonna file lawsuits against people for talking about what he had been accused of.
Hey, right? But what made him do that? It was his what?
Caucasity.
Oh, say it again. Say it again.
That's the word for the day, I guess. Caucasity.
Yo, this is gorgeous.
So Shadrick Tucker White also got sued by Brett Favre.
Hell yeah.
And Shad is not black. All right. And then We also
Wait,
got
it's not Bow Wow?
no, it's a different Shad.
Wow. So that name is prevalent? This is crazy.
So then Brett also sued Pat McAfee, who comes on ESPN.
Oh yeah. Pat,
coverage.
Oh, I'm happy he sued him.
And he dropped that case because Pat McAfee apologized.
Oh, so you dropped it because he.
So he told Shannon Sharpe, or it was out there that if Shannon apologized, he dropped that one too. But Shannon was like, "Hell to the nah. We ain't apologizing for that." You know what I'm saying? He like I'm gonna stay
HBCU, chief.
He like
no.
So he put his toes down. So basically, this is exactly what he was accused of. It was actually two different things. So the first one was he got 1.1 million in welfare money through a nonprofit, and he took the nonprofit money and donated it to his alma mater where his daughter played volleyball to build a big volleyball facility in at Southern Miss.
That's okay. So wow.
Yeah. So some of the money got repaid, but there's still about $230,000 that they hadn't got back. But not only that, he was texting with the governor. I mean, they got text messages. Malik, it was like, "Yo, if we get money from welfare, can we use it for whatever?" And he was like, "Or will they know that we where we got the money or who donated it?" Text with the governor, like you know what I'm saying? That's how high of a level they're at, right?
The white people fraud be crazy, yo, and then y'all just do it loosely. Like y'all done were like, "Yo, I'm about to pull up on you," and then we gonna chop it up. Nah. Let's just put it on a full text thread.
So
I mean,
I'm glad you called it white people fraud, because now that goes right into the clip I'm gonna play of what Shannon actually said.
Uncle Shay, talk to me. Let me see what you're talking about, man. I hope he got a black and mild in his mouth. Oh, it's a clip with him and Skip. Oh yeah, so this back in the gap.
Pretty low that you would take from the most underserved to fill your need, or so you can seem philanthropic. Really? Because you know this, man. You see what Brett did? $5 million for a volleyball arena because his daughter played there. He didn't have to do that. He ain't do nothing. The federal government gave that money, but they quick to talk about, black and brown people, they be stealing. And then we need to cut out some of this pork and all this. Stop it. Yep. The criminals, the people that steal the most.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
Shout out to Roland Martin.
I would say not Roland Martin,
attending the CAU homecoming 2 weeks ago.
Oh God,
on the field.
There.
You know what I'm saying? There. So yeah, man. So basically, he called him out. He was like, "Yo, man, you taking the people money trying to seem philanthropic, but you taking money from the people that needed the most." You know what I'm saying? So Brett Favre actually had the caucasity to sue him for making these statements. So where we
that's egregious. That is egregious.
So this is the complaint he filed against Shannon. He said in September 2022, Shannon Sharpe made statements on Undisputed, falsely accusing Favre of stealing from the lowest of the low, taking from the underserved in Mississippi, and that Favre stole money from people that really needed that money. Despite the fact that Favre had not done any of those things, Sharpe could not resist the opportunity to trade on Favre's celebrity to make headlines and gain audience by sullying Favre's reputation. So basically, he's a clout chaser now.
You did
they
that,
both in the,
Shay.
They both in the NFL Hall of Fame. They both in the NFL Hall of Fame, right? So he really got to chase clout. We're not talking about Tasha K making up no herpes. Oh yeah, Cardi B got herpes. We're not talking about that. We're talking about two NFL Hall of Famers.
Nah, B.
One is actually kind of more popping right now than
one
the other
with two rings. One with two rings.
Yeah.
Other one with uno, and one with privilege. The other one with zero.
So he went on talking about knowing the statements were false. He made these statements anyway to gain notoriety, yada yada yada, right? On February 3rd, 2023, counsel for Favre demanded that Sharpe retract and apologize for his defamatory statements. Sharpe refused, prompting Favre to file this action. Sharpe's false statements that Favre stole money from the underserved in Mississippi are malicious lies that injured Favre's reputation, caused Favre financial harm, by, among other things, diminishing Favre's ability to generate income through endorsements, appearances at events, or on radio and television programs, or hosting his own radio or television program. Sharpe should be held responsible for his lies and compelled to pay Favre for the damage he caused. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. So the judge, So the judge just ruled as follows: no reasonable person listening to the broadcast would think that Favre actually went into the homes of poor people and took their money, that he committed the crime of theft and larceny against any particular person in Mississippi. Sharpe's comments were made against the backdrop of long-standing media coverage of Favre's role in the welfare scandal and the state's lawsuit against Favre. Listeners would have recognized Sharpe's statements as rhetorical hyperbole. So the case is dropped. Favre still got the other case that's pending. He's actually going to have to testify or be deposed soon for the case with the state, and it's not looking good for that boy, man. I mean,
man, look, he deserved to get sued, and I hope he paid like hell.
Yeah, so bruh, I mean,
Mississippi burning, baby.
So this is the other thing too, Ali. So the other reason, so one of the things was the 1.1 million that he used to build a volleyball stadium, right? At least there's.
I mean, he gave that back low key. I mean, it's an endowment like thing, but whatever.
So at least there's somewhat of a public good, right? Like even if like everybody can benefit from going to the nice place.
His daughter played the sport. His daughter isn't the sport, bro. He gave the school the money, bro. It's just alumni, man. Like, cool out. All right, cool.
But the other thing that he did was there were $2.1 million of state money that he used to become the largest outside investor in a pharmaceutical company, is what the state is alleging. So that's all. So that's all personal. It ain't no. That's for you.
Yeah, okay. So white people have done worse.
Yeah,
they've done worse.
But if
they've done worse.
But if he did this, he need to pay the money back because there's not criminal charges. They just want.
He got the money. He good. He got the money. Brett, pay the bread. Brett, pay the bread. Brett, you got it. You got it, Brett. Send some of that cheese. Send some of that pack money, baby. You good. But the NFL Hall of Fame coming in every month, man. They get paid a nice little stipend monthly.
Yeah, they get a pension,
good, baby.
He get the
pension.
You
gonna be good. Sure. You good for sure. You solid.
Yeah,
pay that cap, man. Pay it over time, man. Ain't nobody even gonna know nothing. Like, it's just so funny. Like,
hey, pay the $1 million man and Marcus Dupree's on back too, because they ain't got it.
Hey, by the way, pay theirs for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, since you want to do public service and pull out money for University of Southern Mississippi, you know what I'm saying? Like, goddamn.
Hey, I mean, you know what they should do? They should make him coach at a HBCU in Mississippi until the money's paid back.
I don't know if I want that.
QB coach at Alcorn?
At Mississippi Valley State, I'll take it. You got to go to Jerry Rice Whole School, bro.
Not head coach. Hell nah.
See, now we agree.
Hey, he got to work for he got to work for a brother.
No, so you got to be an OC. That's what you do.
At best. Okay. At best. I said quarterbacks coach.
I'll take you as an offensive coordinator for Clark Atlanta, and I'll forgive you.
All right.
With Michael Vick as head coach.
So yeah,
just putting that out there.
Yeah, they've been talking about Mike Vick as the head coach.
Come on, man. Come on, man. I need that. I need that. I need it. I just don't know if we can afford his salary.
No, we can't. But
we might be able to if he drops.
But you don't come
fighting dogs.
He's
fighting dogs, Mike.
We can't afford the salary, but yeah, it's possible that if he
might be able to afford it if he drops it or does it for us.
This is the thing. He's not coming. You don't obviously we see the blueprint.
He's not coming. It's quiet.
Primetime coaches are not coming to HBCUs because they want to coach at HBCUs. So if he comes,
they're coming to get another job, to stepping stone, and move up. And I understand that, and I think that's cool. I think that's okay to broadcast.
Yeah, if you win,
I think it's great. But when you do win, and you take the next step, do what Dion did. Take some of them kids with you. Take some of that staff with you. Help them elevate, man. I have no problem with Warren Sapp coming to coach at the HBCU and then taking the University of Miami to the Natty. But you better take some of them kids and that coaching staff with you. I think it's gorgeous.
100%.
I think it's gorgeous.
100%. So, yeah, man. So
Shannon Point Sharpe, is, Brett, pay the cash.
Yeah, Shannon Sharpe got the last laugh. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Uncle Shay ain't playing with your ass. He got 2 shows now. He got the late night, you know what I'm saying, with Ocho. He on First Take. He working. He ain't got no days off right now.
He got multiple
hooping on
podcasts.
Man, he got multiple. And the only reason they really ran that Jonas is because he was on Fox. Had that been for had he been on ESPN at the time, that story's quiet, bro. ESPN loves Brett Favre. So
I don't know, man. He sued Pat McAfee, so I don't know if that's true. I think he just
Pat
had it out.
McAfee was low hanging fruit when he sued him. Pat McAfee just got a show on Fox. I mean, like just got his own primetime slot. Like he had the podcast, he was cool, but like he just got the Pat McAfee show. Like it is what it is right now. So, yeah. I mean, and now he covers all sports, not just college football. So, you know, he moved up, but now they on the same network, so they're gonna calm some of that down. I guarantee you, Disney ain't going for it.
Yeah,
ain't no fun with the Family Feud.
So now we at What the Florida, man. I know you don't know about this one, but it's kind of a crazy one, sad one.
Not hit. Let me know, man. Let me know. Looks like that's the young black queen on that poster, man. I don't like that. That's crazy.
Yeah, so the sister's name is Yolna Lubrin. They called her Yo-Yo. And on September 28th in Orlando, at like 7:45 in the morning, police showed up. They got a call, and they went to a residence, and Yo-Yo was hanging from a tree, partially nude. So first of all, RIP to this queen. So right now, people are marching because the police are trying to say that they suspect a suicide because there are no other marks on her besides on the neck, and there's no other evidence to indicate that she could have had that it could have been like any type of fight given or anything like that. Plus, they're saying that she had a history of they call it a mental history. They don't really talk about exactly what it is, but you know, family saying they believe that's cap. It doesn't make sense to them. It was a week before her birthday. They said she seemed like she was looking forward to that, looking forward to moving to Miami from Orlando. And Orlando PD just closed the investigation. They haven't released anything. So people are like, yo, if it really is a suicide, which would be super sad, like we can't even accept it because we don't have anything, like you haven't shown us anything, so we can say, all right, based on what you're showing us, that makes sense. They're saying that there is evidence that her car had been rummaged through at the scene. It's also weird that this yard where they found her is nowhere close by where she lives. It's not her crib. They don't know whose crib it is. Like her family's like, we don't even know where she was at. So like to me, all of this sounds suspect enough to look into, but they're not. And luckily, they do have a dope black lawyer, Life Malcolm, who you see on the picture, who's fighting hand in hand with the family and the protesters and trying to get some type of justice, some type of answers. And it is what it is. Like if everything leads to it being a suicide, like let us see that, right?
Yeah, for real.
He's trying to help them through that process. So that's dope. A lot of people would not take the time to do that. That doesn't sound like a paid case. That sounds like
it doesn't sound profitable at all.
You know what I'm saying? So there's protesters with different Orlando organizations, and they're trying to help get justice and answers for that family. So it's like, what the Florida y'all doing, Orlando PD, to not treat people with respect?
It's these hooded cities, man. They get that cloak of protection, and unfortunately, as much as Orlando is the home of Disney and is just the Magic Kingdom, it's one of those no man's land places. They kind of have those people. Like we mentioned on the last show, there's a section of Florida where the movie Rosewood took place. If I'm not mistaken, it's not too far from here.
It's a couple hours, but that's right. That's closer to Gainesville, where the University of Florida is.
Closer to Gainesville,
but it's not too far. But once you get past South Florida, like Palm Beach County, the more north you go, the more that it looks like Georgia, Mississippi, Alabama. And the only thing different down here, don't get it twisted, is that we got trees like what's behind you right now. But
exactly, and it's the thing. But what I don't see from the trees that's behind me and the ones that are right there on Palm Beach is us swinging from it.
But exactly.
Unfortunately, in this case, a lot more mall streets. It's a lot more hidden. It's a lot more hidden marshes. It's a lot more protection for the hooded values. You know what I'm saying? Of the cowards that choose to hide behind that. You know, and it seems like this is very old world white America, and unfortunately that's the trend. That's the trend.
But I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you though, Lee. If it happened in Arkansas, if it happened in LA, if it happened anywhere, a woman hanging from a tree, dying by death by tree, like that doesn't sound like any way that
doesn't sound like
to.
anybody wants to die, bro.
Nowhere,
nowhere, anywhere.
And I would be super shocked even to hear that they were killed that way, like they were murdered that way, like somebody got strung up from a tree in 2023. No, like even that sounds wild to me.
Like the Klan in all forms of it. So, like I said, the hooded values of the old South are still alive.
But the Klan from another day, like they don't. That's not even the Klan right now. Like
that's not the modernized one. But you know what? When we hear about it, that's the values that we kind of think of. Like the last time we've seen somebody strung up that I've known of, in my recollection, in my mind, was in Piedmont Park in Atlanta, Georgia. It was a young black man, and yet and still, that is in the heart of Atlanta. And that read still hooded values and Klan tactics, regardless
100%.
of where you're at.
So as we already stated, man, peace and love to that family.
Big blessings to them, man. Big blessings.
We're gonna stay in Florida. We got 2 more stories, one new and one that we're gonna recap. But this young man, 13-year-old kid, by all accounts, honor roll, sweet kid. For whatever reason, it sounds like he had some type of at best mental break or escape from reality. He killed his mom while right next to his newborn sibling, and then he immediately called the police.
Wow.
And he was charged at 13 years old as an adult for the murder of his mother. He's pled not guilty. And his family says that he's a sweet boy, that this is not like really not his character. And they really
13?
But they really don't want him to be tried as an adult.
13?
Him. He's 13. He's in middle school.
45.
Nah, he's in middle school, man. So
man, this is crazy. Yo, this is wild. Yo. That's wild.
I know.
Sorry. I definitely didn't think he was 13.
Yeah,
I don't know. Just for picture alone, I can see this is gonna be a hard case, man.
Yeah, so I don't know what it is. These video. I don't know if it's video games. He doesn't like the finality of death wasn't real to him, or I don't know if he had a mental whatever. But it doesn't sound like it sounds like he did not have a bad relationship with his mom. Everybody's making it sound like they were tight. Like the neighbors, like, oh yeah, holding hands like a little kid. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even though he's 13. Bro. So it's wild. It's a wild what to Florida. I don't want to sit here too long, but the good thing, right? Wow. The good thing is that they can't try him. Even though they can try him as an adult, he can't get the death penalty. So so many people down here, it's wild 100.
Yeah,
they'll want that. So that's not on the table. So we're gonna go back and we're gonna talk about this young man right here. Remember?
Yeah, this is crazy, man.
Brendan Deeper.
I'm saddened by the outcome of it.
So he pled guilty. This is the video. He's an autistic teen, and his paraprofessional was trying to take away his video game, and they really didn't seem to handle the situation in the best manner. And she did suffer an injury. She is recovering from said injury, and as a paraprofessional who works with autistic children, she still felt like it was in everyone's best interest that one, he be tried as an adult, and two, she's not willing. She wasn't willing to give the blessing. They don't need her blessing, but she wasn't willing to give her blessing to the prosecution to have like a lenient sentence or whatever. So he was facing 30 years, and going to trial wasn't going to help his cause. So his attorneys made a decision to plead guilty and put it in the judge's hands, so the judge could have the opportunity to make a call as to what that sentence will be, because there was no plea deal forthcoming. So
right.
I feel bad for the lady that she sustained those injuries, but I feel equally, if not more, bad for this young man. He's 18 now. He was 17 when it happened. He's been in foster care since he was a kid. He was adopted by his foster parents when he was like 2 or 3 years old. And, you know, unfortunately, they don't see him as a kid. They see him as an
adult now.
As a man. When I've heard judges, bro, talk about white college students as kids doing on spring break. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? But actual 17-year-old with special needs doesn't get
and high school doesn't get that same privilege because he's black. And you know, like we said before, I have an autistic child. You know, my son is 6 years old, and literally this terrifies me. It's absolutely egregious. It's saddening. It's disheartening to see them not care about the actual special need, to not care at all. It's just it's crazy, and my heart breaks for this child, for this kid who didn't know better, who has a mental disability, who might actually be 18 years old, but in his mind, he could easily be 15 years old. It's not right. It's not okay. This system is fucking broken, and this is tragic. This is sad. This is one of the most disheartening things that I've seen and that we've ever covered, to me, because it's not nowhere near justified.
Yeah, let us know in the comments. Do you think an autistic teenager should be charged as an adult for committing a crime against a paraprofessional whose care he was left in?
A paraprofessional whose care he was left in, who should have an understanding and rationale on how to deal with these type of people.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Very sad. Very sad. So yeah, Tiffany, we agree with you.
That's crazy.
And hopefully things work out for him. He gets the treatment that he needs. Hopefully not in prison, but wherever he ends up, hopefully he gets that treatment, because it seems like he hasn't been getting what he needs.
That's crazy.
You know, so
that's crazy.
Yeah,
that scares the shit out of me. That's crazy.
Yeah. So
and it should.
So yeah, man. So we made it to the end.
We did, baby. We always do.
We had some highs, some lows, some funny moments, but
you know, that's life.
Yeah, man.
Life is lifing for everybody, but you know, we're gonna keep thugging it.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. We didn't even acknowledge the shirt you have on.
Oh man.
And, the weather you enjoying. We did talk about the weather you enjoying though. So shout out to the you, and that's the you from the 80s right there with
come on, man.
That's with the
original. That's the original. That's the original Kane. It's the Luke Kanes.
Yeah,
Luke Kanes.
So stay with us every week, y'all. So if you like what we're doing here, keep coming back. Let us know what you're interested in knowing about. Drop it in the comments. Let us know, and we'll cover those stories. Right now, I'm picking the stories I think look the most interesting and that apply. But if you tell me it's something else, we're not gonna talk about Britney Spears' guardianship or nothing like that. But but if you got something, let us know.
Talk about Plies and Britney Spears though.
Oh man,
are
they getting married?
Oh, Britney, dude.
Yeah,
you know Britney.
Yeah, we had other stuff we could talk about. So
as the FAMU former SGA president, bro, he is hilarious for this. Just the fact that people probably don't know, Plies was actually the Student Government Association president for Florida A&M University, bro.
That's funny. So yeah, so we're gonna end it right here. We love you for being with us, and we're gonna be back same time next week.
Hey.
And hopefully Joe P is all right. He was on an oil
I don't know, man. He's on oil. You know, shit blows up. They have fires. I hope bro is safe, man.
But guess what? If he not, you know, he got a dope black lawyer that's gonna have his back. So if you need a dope black lawyer, reach out to us. We have lawyers that we can connect you with nationwide. If we can't help you, we know who can, and if we don't, we can find them. And with that said,
I'll make a theme song for the trial.
That'd be kind of dope. Actually,
nobody ever had that, right? Look.
Yeah. So we're gonna do it like that, man. We're gonna end it right here, and appreciate y'all for being with us,
baby.
We out of here.
Squad.
it.